Lecture 11457, Gratitude. I attended a meeting on economic issues with 4 people. 2 of them had a very clear understanding about socioeconomic issues, but they considered me ignorant in this field since I don't know much about this, and they asked me how I could possibly live this way. How should I pursue this study? One of these people asked me, "What kind of studies do you do?" So I said, "Jungbub." And he replied, "If you studied Jungbub, you should know this subject." Did you study Jungbub, or did you only listen to the lectures? I know that you've been listening to my teachings. You listened and also transcribed them. But listening and writing cannot be deemed as studying. You have not yet truly studied Jungbub. What you have done so far as you study does not even represent a level of 30%. The help you have received so far from Jungbub is still within the initial level of 30%. You are around 30% of study. That is the result of what I've taught you. So enjoy this awareness. That 30% brought great changes to your life. Let us see how you have advanced. You no longer bow before a statue and pray, and that's a big transformation. You no longer go and cry in front of the Wailing Wall, and that's a huge shift. You used to go day and night to pray, but now you don't anymore, and that's a positive development. You no longer pray to God, and that is an advancement. With only 30% increased awareness due to your Jungbub studies, you can already see such an obvious improvement. Can you imagine how far you can go after receiving additional proper education? If you reach 70% of high-level knowledge, the animal instinct that keeps you imprisoned will disappear completely. You will become divine, not wandering souls. You will become living gods. With 30% of high knowledge, I really don't know how to allow you to comprehend this significance. If you go beyond the 70% level, no one can disturb you anymore. People will kneel down in front of you. We who live in this time do not realize how much strength we can achieve with that 70%. I'm teaching you because you posed this question to me. Even though you only took the first step, there was a huge change in you. But avoid saying you studied a lot. Instead, say that you listened to a lot of Jungbub lectures. By just listening, the study cannot be completed. Don't say you have studied. Imagine what may transpire once your study is complete. You will perceive it clearly once you have completed your study. You will begin to understand what people are saying to you. Suddenly, as you walk, frogs will start jumping over your feet, and you will understand. You will do the same, even if someone insults you. If you happen to witness a robbery, it will never cross your mind that it was an evil act. Your understanding will become greater the more you study. It is not about how many lectures you've listened to or transcribed. When will you be able to understand everything that happens in nature? How can you recognize that you truly understand? If I were to give you an answer, a person truly understands when gratitude flows from their heart. If someone insults you, at first you will be taken aback, but upon reflection, you will be able to thank them. If you live in a very challenging environment, just center yourself so that you will have an abundance of gratitude. What do you think I felt in that mountain? Gratitude. Gratitude for what? Although I was born and raised an orphan, and in the cold winter, warming my hands with my breath, I went around delivering newspapers. I even felt gratitude for that. That orphan had the opportunity to sell newspapers, and even cigarettes. And I felt gratitude for that as well. I felt gratitude for the insults from people. When I was hungry, I had time to think about many things, and I'm also grateful for that. In the world, there's only room for gratitude, to be grateful. And what did I do in the end? I started looking for things for which I wasn't grateful for, and I couldn't find anything. I was grateful to be able to live on the earth with this body. I understood that every environment and situation had been placed here for me. I could use those environments for good or for bad. It all depends on the quality of my energy. There was nothing I could not be grateful for. When money was not meant to be there, there was no money, and I'm grateful for that too. In moments when I had nothing at all and experienced hunger, I'm grateful for that as well. There is only gratitude. I tried to find something not to be grateful for, but I found nothing. Can you understand the kind of study that has been done? It's not easy to reach the 100% level like this, but it's important that these principles are understood. If there is someone or something that causes you difficulties, be grateful. Now you are unable to see since you're trapped in difficulties. But one day, when those clouds are swept away, you will understand how much gratitude one can have for everything. A person who has studied feels gratitude for everything that happens in the world. Everything that happens is for you, but often you reject what is offered to you. You need to be grateful for everything that exists in the world. Okay? This gratitude is the evidence of people who have studied. Your study is closely related to the quality of your energy and is represented by the measure of gratitude you are able to express, 30%, 70%, or 90%. Only in this way can you measure it.